Will corporate corruption be stopped? Will the picket sign? Does democracy come from a petition's dotted line? Is indignity stopped with declaration on human rights? Are chants and slogans an effective way to fight? Should we stand arm in arm and see give peace a chance? What happens if you try to make a real difference? CIA-sponsored torture in Greece. They tore out fingernails and smashed the bottoms of feet. They tore out hair and forced water into the anus. Urine sucked Rex, excrement shoved down throats and twisted toward vaginas. The U.S. gave $3 billion to the Mujahedeen, who tortured Russians, and accidentally 6 Germans, including 2 children. They cut off ears, genitals, and nose ripping one slice of skin after the other, making sure they died slow. Accused of sporting the guerrillas, a 15-year-old boy was tortured by 8 green berets in El Salvador. They broke his elbows and gouged out his eyes and tore out his fingernails, then buried him alive. Secretary Allende, Elba, the Guerra, they beat up and cut off the foot of her son. Forced to watch as they cut off his ears, tongue, they gouged out his eyes. Forced to watch them spend hours making Erminas die. And then her 16, 17, and 40-year-old cellmates were forced to dance erotically before being raped. U.S.-sponsored DOPS military arrested 2 women, removed all of their teeth. One woman had half of her nose cut off. The other one's teeth were replaced with teeth from a dog. Chicago Commander John Burge made suspects confess by summoning a plus-badge electric shock, putting loaded guns to their heads. In Guatemala, Green Berets and U.S.-funded death squads put bug-filled hoods over people's heads, using electric shock on genitals, suspected being sympathetic to the guerrillas. They massacred over 20,000 whole villages. Sandy's a prisoner said the Contras cut off Rosa's breasts, then pulled her heart out of her chest. The men's arms were broken, they cut off their balls and slit their throats, then they pulled their tongues through the throat holes. Iran oil workers making wage demands. U.S. finance on secret police chopped off their hands. Korea's kidnapped outside L.A., interrogated in a van, driving down the freeway. Her hands were cut and burned with cigarettes. They said, tell your friends we're here now. Then they raped her with a stick. U.S. trained in finance, Battalion 316. Electrocuted the breast vagina of glorious bronze rays. They also used rubber masks to suffocate or tied a basket to the testicles and filled it with weights. U.S. traded funded Renamo in Mozambique would recruit boys mad, have them kill members of their family. Juliet's younger brother was told to cut off her husband's head. When he refused, they slit the husband's throat in order to avoid tenderness torment. To show girls in Tangia what would be their fate, Renamo picked out an 8-year-old to rape. He used his pocket knife so he could penetrate, and he took her in blood and left her to die in the street. Don't forget, Black Panther's wobbly zone first aim removed. Contemporary Red Squad's guard police suppressed Americans too, from arming opposition to Asian provocateur and fighting to false arrests, assassinations, and bombings. Emmanuel de Concial, a Brazilian activist peasant, U.S. trained security police taught him a lesson. They put him in a box with the days when he couldn't sleep or eat. They hung by a great time his penis so he couldn't pee. They put needles through his sexual organs and tore out his fingernails. They used a rope to drag him by his testicles. They hog-tied him and threw him in a pool. He's fed only bread, soaked in water. They nailed his penis to a table for 24 hours. Throughout the world, on any given day, a man, woman, or child, Amnesty International said, is likely to be displaced, tortured, killed, or disappeared at the hands of government or on political groups. Amnesty went on to say, more often than not, the United States shares the blame. If you're not being repressed, you're not making a difference. They would fucking